He started with less than zero. By 30, he owned a billion-dollar empire. The system wasn't rigged for him. He hacked it. Most billionaires inherit money or luck. This man inherited debt. His father's business collapsed when he was a teenager. The family lost everything. He was homeless at 16. That's where our story begins. He took a job that paid pennies, cleaning toilets in a shopping mall. It wasn't a stepping stone, it was a trap. But he noticed something. The mall's biggest store had a secret, a hidden revenue stream no one talked about. That store was a dry cleaner. The owner was drowning in debt. He offered our guy a deal: work for free for 6 months, learn the business, then take over. He said yes. He had nothing to lose. And that decision changed everything. Within a year, he turned that dry cleaner around. Revenue doubled. He bought the business with a loan from a friend. Then he bought a second location, and a third. By 25, he owned 10 stores. But that wasn't enough. He saw a pattern. Every dry cleaner had the same problem: expensive equipment, low margins, and too much competition. He realized the real money wasn't in cleaning clothes. It was in selling the machines that cleaned them. A classic pivot. He started a company that manufactured dry cleaning equipment. He undercut every competitor by 40%. How? He cut out middlemen. He bought raw materials directly from factories overseas. His costs plummeted, profits soared. But then the market crashed. The 2008 financial crisis hit. Banks stopped lending. His customers couldn't afford new machines. His company nearly went under. He was weeks away from bankruptcy. Desperate, he made a bet that seemed insane. He bought a failing competitor. That competitor had a patent, not for a machine, for a chemical cleaning process that used no water. It was 10 times cheaper than traditional dry cleaning. And it was green. No toxic solvents. The patent was worth a fortune. He just had to survive long enough to use it. He sold his house. He sold his car. He moved into a rented room. Every dollar went into that patent. He called it the waterless cleaning system. It took 2 years to commercialize. The first client was a hotel chain. They saved 60% on laundry costs. Word spread fast. Every major hotel group came knocking. Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt. They all wanted the waterless system. He licensed the technology, didn't sell it. Licensing meant recurring revenue, no inventory, no manufacturing, pure profit. The margins were insane. Within 3 years, his licensing revenue hit $200 million annually. He was a billionaire on paper. But he didn't stop. He bought a struggling chemical company. Why? They had a new fabric treatment that made clothes waterproof. He saw a bigger play. He combined the waterproof treatment with his waterless cleaning system. Now clothes stayed clean longer. Customers washed less. Hotels loved it. But the real breakthrough was unexpected. A military contractor approached him. They wanted uniforms that repelled chemical agents. That contract was worth $500 million. It funded his next move. He started a venture capital firm. His first investment? A startup that recycled wastewater from industrial laundries. It turned a waste product into clean water. The tech was brilliant. He bought the whole company. Now, he controlled the entire chain. Cleaning machines, chemical treatments, water recycling, and licensing. Every hotel that used his system paid him 3 times. Once for the machine lease, once for the chemical license, once for the water recycling fee. It was a triple lock, but he made a mistake. He trusted a partner who ran the chemicals division. That partner secretly started a competing company. They stole trade secrets. They undercut prices. The betrayal almost destroyed his reputation. He had to fight back, legally and strategically. He sued. The case dragged on for 4 years. Legal fees hit $30 million. But he won. The court awarded him $200 million in damages. He used that money to buy his competitor. Now he owned the entire market. No one could challenge him. He had a monopoly. At 45, he sold his main company to a private equity firm for billions of dollars. He walked away with billions of dollars in cash. But he didn't retire. He started a new venture, a fund that invested in overlooked industries, trash collection, parking lots, laundromats, ugly businesses, huge profits. His fund's first investment was a chain of laundromats in low-income neighborhoods. Everyone thought it was a charity play. It wasn't. He installed his waterless machines. He cut costs by 70%. He charged the same price. Profits exploded. He proved ugly can be beautiful on a balance sheet. Today, his net worth is over $4 billion. He owns a private island. He donates $100 million a year to clean water projects. His story isn't about luck. It's about seeing value where others see trash. It's about turning a crisis into a stepping stone. And it's about staying humble. He once said, "Wealth isn't about money, it's about freedom. Freedom to choose your next move." He started with nothing. He built an empire from dry cleaning. The system wasn't rigged for him. He learned how it worked. Then he rewrote the rules. You can too. That's the real lesson. Wealth isn't a lottery ticket. It's a pattern, a system you can learn. Watch next how another self-made billionaire built a fortune from junk mail. Click the video on screen. It'll change how you see trash forever. But the island wasn't just for show. He turned it into a testing ground. Every technology he funded got tested there first. Robots cleaned the beaches. Solar panels powered the staff quarters. The island became a living lab. It proved his systems worked at scale. He then took those proven systems to emerging markets. India's textile industry was drowning in water waste. His dry cleaning method used 80% less water. He partnered with local manufacturers. They built factories across Mumbai and Delhi. The expansion doubled his annual revenue within 2 years. But a new threat emerged. A Chinese company cloned his chemical formula. They sold it for half the price. His patent protection only covered certain countries. He lost market share in Southeast Asia. That's when he made his boldest move. He bought the entire Chinese company outright. The acquisition cost him $300 million in cash. He borrowed most of it against his island. Critics called it reckless, but he saw something they didn't. The Chinese company owned the distribution network for all of Asia. He now controlled the entire supply chain. His competitors had no way in. Today, that network serves 40 countries. His machines clean uniforms for hospitals, airlines, and hotels. The chemical division supplies 90% of the world's waterproofing. He never stopped buying. He recently acquired a robotics startup. Their machines can clean a hotel room in under 4 minutes. He now sits on a $4 billion fortune. Yet he still lives in that rented room sometimes. He says it reminds him of the beginning. Wealth is just a tool. The real prize is the freedom to build. If you want that freedom, start with what you have. Subscribe to see how he started